Decisions. Every day we seem to face them. You know, whether it's choosing what you wear in the morning, what cereal you eat, or what shoes you put on, we always have to make decisions every single day that we're alive. Now, some of these decisions have more of a weight to them. They have more of an impact to your life. You know, not just a simple what you're going to eat, but where you want to go, who you want to be. Is this the right decision? Do you want to stay in this relationship? Do you want to move out, etc., etc.? For me, this affects my mental health, whether it be that there's too many things to decide or too little options to make the decision with. And oftentimes I would become into this depressive state, and I would just tend to lay in bed and let the opportunity slip. So over the last few years and over the last few months especially, I've come up with methods to kind of stop myself from that paralysis and stop myself from that fear of decisions, and I thought I'd share it with you. So if you guys are going to enjoy this video, or you think that you'll find this helpful, make sure to leave a like and comment down below what your methods are and, you know, how you used to cope with stressful situations. So the key thing here is that we're going to make the decisions smaller, so let's get right into it with 4 ways to deal with big decisions. Number 1, now hang on with me here, I know I'm going to sound crazy, but talk to yourself. Seriously, pretend as if you cloned yourself like this and just decided to have a conversation with yourself. Literally, just talk to yourself about, is this the right decision? Pretend as if you're going on a back and forth with this. For me, this tends to calm me down, as even though it seems kind of crazy when I'm laying there in bed at night, being like, well, what do I think about this? Well, I think about that. But for some reason it helps me calm down as it helps me really rationalize what my thinking is or where I'm coming from just by having a conversation with myself. Now you can do this in multiple ways. You can literally just pretend as if you're, you know, talking to yourself, or you can look in a mirror so you kind of have more of a visual stimulus. But for me, that tends to help me kind of lower the situation and really get what I want and really feel what I truly desire out of the situation. Number 2 is very generic, but it's true. It is true. Researching the topic. Now, quite simple. There's a lot of information out there. Shit tons. There's like a billion websites, there's a billion books, there's articles, there's all of this shit. It's just waiting for you to tap into it. If you're choosing a university, for example, you're going to look into the university website, you're going to look into testimonials from alumni, you're going to be looking at what programs they're doing, you're going to make calls. But just by taking that first step, just starting small, asking yourself simple little questions as, where do I want to be? Okay, I want to be, these locations are very good because of this, because of that, because of this. What can I do there? I could do this, I can do that. Start with these small questions and build up until finally you have a whole image of what the situation is, and you're able to kind of see that it's not as scary and that you could easily make a decision based on what you like. Number 3 is a pros and con list. Now let's quickly go to an episode of How I Met Your Mother.
Get me my legal pad. It's pros and cons time!
Now, as you can tell, Ted Mosby is quite into his pros and cons list, and honestly, the thing is, it works. It really does work. Having a clear visual of what is good about a thing and what is bad about a thing can really help you understand what appeals to you. You know what I mean? If, for example, if you're going to a university, I'm going to keep using this university example, but if you see a university and the housing is this expensive compared to the other one where it's this expensive, and you have it written down, and this school, the program fits you perfectly, the other one has cheaper rent but the program doesn't fit you perfectly. If money is an issue, you're going to look and be like, even though it's a problem, it is not as bad. It's able to really get you to rationalize it. Sometimes just by seeing it in front of you, you're able to really break it down. Most of the times we fear the unknown. We fear what we cannot see, what we cannot wrap our heads around exactly. So having it just written down, or in however aspect you do it, just, you know, try to do that kind of thing. And number 4, and finally, this one is with a bit of a grain of salt, and I will explain, but talk to someone you trust, whether it be family, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a best friend, an uncle, an aunt, a brother, a sister, whatever. Just talk to them, ask for their honest opinion, because you're able to get their own view of it, and maybe if they know you, or if they don't, it really depends on what kind of perspective you want. But if they know you and they know what you like, they're able to give a subjective view from how they view it from the outside with your consideration. Let's take music as an example. I make music, and when I make music, I tend to play it and I do it over and over again, and I know what I'm doing. I'm seeing my vision and I'm creating it as I'm going. But most of the times I'll send my music over to friends who don't do music, who don't create music, who aren't that into music as perhaps I am. And that's because not every single person is an expert on what you do. Not every single person is a musician. So they're going to give views that maybe you didn't notice because you just were blinded by your own vision, or you're blinded by your own decision making. So having that alternate viewpoint can really help you broaden your horizon and really see more things that perhaps you missed out. 2 brains or 3 or however more brains always work better than 1. Now, of course, with the grain of salt here is if their advice does apply to you, don't take all of it. Don't say, okay, they said this, so I need to make this decision. Make the decision based on what you like, but be able to still have that expanded horizon. Don't take that person's word as more powerful than your own. Take it as just building onto your thought process and onto your beliefs and opinions. So this was a quick video. I just thought I'd just get this one out just because I thought it was an interesting topic. We all make these tough decisions in life. We all make these decisions where it feels stressful. It feels like you're stuck. It feels like you can't do anything. So these methods have certainly helped me a lot. And I hope they help you, and tell me how it helped you or if it didn't, and let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If we can get to 5 likes, I'll make sure to drop a video by next week, well, by this Wednesday when you're watching this. And if you are watching this far along in the future, then it's probably already out. But make sure please to check out my Twitch, where I'm going to be live streaming every Monday and Wednesday. Also, make sure to check out my TikTok, where I create wholesome content, and make sure to check out the Instagram of my brand new group called Kickin' Candy, where we're going to be releasing an album December 18th. I'm really excited for it. It's been many months of work, so I hope you guys will enjoy it. And without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching. And you know what? Let's give a little preview.
Take my hand, why don't you leave and run? No one finds us, won't you? Wanna get away from old and cold? Come with me, why don't you? Let's look for where the grass is greener. Let us try exotic